Wave Rock. Hayden is the closest town to Western Australia's Wave Rock and is a 4-hour drive east of Perth along the Brookton Highway. This world-famous rock is a granite cliff standing 50 meters high, 110 meters long, and shaped remarkably like a huge wave. Other interesting rock formations in the region include Hippo's Yawn, Mooka's Cave, and the Humps. Indigenous Australians have inhabited the Hayden and Wave Rock region for many hundreds of years, and there are significant historic sites located here. Sandalwood cutters are believed to have been the first white men in the area, and farming began in 1922. Mawson Peak. Mawson Peak is an active volcanic mountain on Heard Island, an external Australian territory in the Southern Ocean. With its summit at 2,745 meters, it is the second highest peak in any state or territory of Australia, surpassed only by the Mount McClintock in the Britannian range of the Australian Antarctic Territory. Is an active, complex volcano which erupted as recently as April 2013. Mawson Peak is the summit of the Big Bend Massif.
Uluru Rock. There is a huge rock in Australia called Uluru. Uluru is 348 meters high. The rock was made over 600 years and it is located west of Simpson Desert. Uluru is 3.6 kilometers long and 1.9 kilometers wide. Tweed Volcano. Tweed Volcano is 100 kilometers wide. The lava that flows from Tweed Volcano covers nearly 7,000 square kilometers. Eruptions here ended about 20 million years ago. Heard Island Volcano. Heard Island Volcano is located in the Feroz 50s. It was discovered on November 25, 1853 by Captain John Heard. The volcano is very active and has erupted as recently as 2014.
Blue Lake. In southern Australia, there is a lake called Blue Lake, and it is literally blue. In November, the lake turns a 10 shade of turquoise, and it changed from November to February. The lake is about 3.6 meters long. The blue water was originally from the Dolomite Lake, and this is where the Blue Lake extracted the water from. Pink Lake. In Western Australia, there is a pink lake. Scientists have a theory that it is pink because a dye formed from bacteria in the sand. In 1802, Middle Island Pink Lake was spotted by explorer Matthew Flinders. After he claimed Middle Island Peak, Pink Lake can only be seen from the air. 10 deserts in Australia. 10 deserts in Australia are Great Victoria Desert, Great Sandy Desert, Tanama Desert, Simpson Desert, Gibson Desert, Little Sandy, Strzelecki Desert, Terrari Desert, and Pidirica Desert. The Australian desert listed make up 18% of Australia, but a full 35% of Australia gets very little rainfall, so it is classified as a desert.
The tallest mountain in Australia is Mount Kosciuszko. It is located in the Great Diving Range, New South Wales, Australia. It is 7,310 feet tall. That's really tall. There's another mountain, Mount Kosciuszko in Antarctica. The Mount Kosciuszko in Australia was named by a Polish explorer. Another mountain is Barrier Reef, that is 6,273 feet tall, located in the Great Diving Range, Brindabella. It is the third highest mountain in Australia. One canyon in Australia is the Kings Canyon in Wataraka National Park in Australia's Northern Territory. Standing at the western end of the Georgian Range, Kings Canyon is approximately midway between Alice Springs and Uluru. The ancient formation of the tall red rock faces that soar above the dense palm forest of palms. It is an important conservation area and refuge for more than 600 species of native plant and animals.
Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef stretches for over 2,300 kilometers. It is the world's largest reef system with over 1,600 different species of fish living there. The Great Barrier Reef is composed of 2,900 individual reefs. Because it is so beautiful, many tourists visit there every year. Mount Morgan. Mount Morgan is the home to one of the oldest gold mines in Australia. Located in central Queensland, it is a beautiful historic town nestled in the deep ranges. Mount Morgan was first known as Ironstone Mountain. Gold and copper mineral is mined there. Norman Reef. Norman Reef is located 70 kilometers off the east coast of Australia in the very outer edge of the Great Barrier Reef. Lots of people go diving and snorkeling in its clear crystal waters alongside many beautiful sea creatures.
Mount Townsend. Mount Townsend is the second largest mountain in Australia. It is 2,208 meters high and it is located in Kosciuszko National Park in the Snowy Mountains. When people climb Mount Townsend, they carry a rock from the bottom and place it on the top. The best months to climb it are, well, all year. Mount Townsend was originally named Mount Kosciuszko. The Great Victoria Desert is a dry and barely populated region in southern Australia. It is over 700 kilometers wide and it is separated from the Southern Ocean by the Nullarbor Plain. The Great Victoria Desert is made up of many small sandhills, grasslands, and salt lakes. It is named after the British Queen, Queen Victoria. The majority of people living in the region are Indigenous Australians. Some plants and animals have learned to survive under the desert's conditions.
Mount Bongong. Mount Bongong is the highest peak of Victoria in Australia. It is 1,516 feet. It is well known for winter sports. The Heart Reef. When you go to the Heart Reef, you can go snorkeling. The Heart Reef is named for its shape. The Heart Reef is located in the Coral Sea. It must be seen from air.
Lake Girtner. Lake Girtner is one of the wonders of the world because of its looks. The lake is over 160 kilometers and 48 kilometers across, 1.2 of thick water. The lake reflects off the sky or anything on top of the lake. The lake was established on the 9th of December 1999. Lake Girtner was named by the Governor of South Australia, Richard MacDonald, in October 1857 after Gordon Girtner. The Great Sandy Desert. The Great Sandy Desert is the second largest after the Great Victoria Desert and encompasses an area of 284,993 square kilometers. The Great Sandy Desert contains large ergs after consisting of longitudinal dunes. The Wolf Creek meteorite impact crater is located in the northeast. The region is sparsely populated. The main population consists of Indigenous Australian mining.
Preview. Blue Lake. Blue Lake is located in South Australia on Mount Gambier.
It sits in one of Australia's extinct volcanic craters. The lake is actually blue, but during the winter months, November to February, it turns turquoise. Tourists visit the area all the time.
The Bald Rock. The Bald Rock is the largest exposed granite surface. It is about 200 meters above the surrounding bushland. The Bald Rock has a picnic area following the Border Link Trail to the base of Bald Rock, where you will pass through the eucalyptus, mountain gum, and New England's backbutt. Brisbane. Brisbane, the capital of Queensland, is a lively city that is home to many different types of scenery, includes skyscrapers, parkland, and even an artificial beach. Brisbane is a river, although close to the coast, with Brisbane River running through it.
Uluru Rock, Kata-Tajuta Park, 280 miles, 450 kilometers southwest of Alice Springs. Ayers Rock, or Ulu, the world's largest rock monolith and Aboriginal sacred sites, is Australia's most famous natural landmark. European explorer William Gosset called the rock Ayers Rock in 1873. The chief of Australia called the rock Uluru. The rock was created over 6 million years ago. Uluru lies west of Simpson Desert. Uluru is 348 meters and 1,140 feet high. Swan River. The river lies alongside southwestern Australia. It rises in the hills south of Corrine as Avon flows 224 miles northwest and southwest past Northam and Perth to the Indian Ocean at Fremantle. It is known as the Swan River only along its lower 60 miles course.
Volcanoes. Did you know that in 2014, NASA discovered 3 new volcanoes in Australia? They are 50 kilometers below Earth's surface and 100 meters high. The most recent volcanic eruption on the Australian mainland was about 4,000 to 5,000 years ago at Mount Jamber. Although no eruptions have taken place for thousands of years, many volcanoes are still active and can erupt at any time.